Yes, I saw that. Yes. Sometimes I don't know what is it. Like just something that you
Bonjour Paris. I watched that last night. I thought that's from Vladimir. Yeah, I sent it to you before we went to Paris.
Well, what are these guys protesting?
Get the police out of schools.
Get the police out of schools.
Yep.
Yes.
Use the money to hire counselors, teachers,
social workers.
Yep.
Because there's police, actual police, at the front of all.
You mean inside school?
inside the school.
Inside the school.
The school safety agents are employees of the police department. They carry handcuffs. And
They can make arrests.
they can make arrests, and they disproportionately target black kids and Latinx kids.
I see. But I mean, don't they provide security? I mean, I would think.
Well, there's an argument as to how much security is necessary in schools. The students end up feeling like prisoners. So that's why it seems like we're training them to move from public school into prison. It's not good. It doesn't feel good. My son goes to a public school. It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
No.
Public schools I attended in white suburbs, there were no police.
No.
The schools were perfectly safe because we were well resourced, right? Because we had all the support we needed. So that's what we're saying, because the budget is due June 30th. We're like, do not spend millions on police in schools. Use that money to support students and their needs.
But you know what kind of comes to my mind, at least? I mean, I'm thinking of events like Columbine. I mean, how can I prevent things like that? Obviously, you cannot prevent. You can at least minimize the damage. And in my mind, if there is, a guy with a gun against another guy with a gun, well, at least there is a chance, or at least definitely you reduce the number of casualties. How do you, act at this kind of?
It hasn't panned out that way. It hasn't panned out that way. If you look at Columbine, if you look at Sandy Hook, there was nothing that police officers, armed police did anything to save any children whatsoever.
I see.
The only thing that saved children was those fast-acting teachers.
So there's
Most of this group is teachers, educators, and social workers at the school, and parents help us out.
You mean the people over here?
Yeah, there's a lot of students. We look around.
But why? I mean, look, I came from USSR originally. Okay, I mean, hence my accent.
You're from where?
USSR. And I say USSR. I never lived in Russia. I came here before it became Russia. It was still USSR. I mean, I can understand in the totalitarian state that I lived in, you have to have fear against against brutal police, which was the case. But since I came to America, I mean, I never in 30 plus years that I'm living over here. There's really nothing bad that I can say about police. I mean, from my perspective,
years I've lived here, the same.
Because we're white.
You think that's the only reason?
It's completely different.
The reason.
Yeah, but if I
the
were...
United States police come from the slave patrols of the 1600s.
You mean police, but police is...
The direct lineage, that's how it started.
Our police in the U.S. started as slave patrols and then segued to become community police.
But all countries have police. I mean, how
They
do
didn't
you?
all start with slave patrols.
No,
There's inherent racism built into the system.
You think so?
I live right by Police Plaza, and the officers that are white are radically different than the ones that are black. They're just.
I mean, the black officers are different than the white officers. In
yes.
what respect? In their demeanor and their
Yes,
behavior?
and their openness to the community. When I walk by, even as a white woman, when I walk past, because I have to show ID to go in and out of my building, a different issue. But when it's a white officer, they're like mean. And when it's a black officer, they're kinder. They're like, yes, okay, fine. They don't make me show my ID.
Yeah, honestly, to be honest with you, I like, in a way, mean officers better because, they're still on the way, unfortunately, deal with mean people. I mean, how can deal with the mean guys with the kid gloves? And again,
I think the idea would be that you would change how you deal based on who you're dealing with, so that you would have the ability to understand what level of authority to come down on. And I would say, to your point, the level of authority that comes down on black bodies is much higher always in every interaction.
I'm sorry, the level of authority?
That comes down on black bodies is much higher. I mean, have you seen any of the videos of cops shooting black people in the
I
US?
also saw, videos of white people being arrested. So, I mean, to me, a criminal
There's
is
a difference between arrested
no,
and
but look,
shot to
but
death.
a criminal is a criminal. I mean, if you're a criminal, well, you're dealt
Okay.
Ted Bundy. I mean,
Okay.
there's a whole bunch.
Yeah. Okay. I think maybe we're not going to agree.
Well, isn't it okay? I mean, this is America.
Of course it's okay.
I came from a different background.
I don't think I want to argue anymore.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Okay, sure. You got it.
I see her like,